Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tabitha and today we are going to talk about RRSP contribution room. So how do you find your contribution room? And I will take you through the CRA website and how you find your contribution rooms and how much have you accumulated over the years that you have not contributed to your CRA. So that's the topic of today. So let's get. So how to check your how to check RRSP contribution limit. And we will do this on the CRA website. So we have to check like how much money have you contributed since you were eligible to contribute to your RRSP. But before we go there, we have to look at the agendas of today. So we have RRSP room for the current year or contribution limit. And also if you miss your contribution, how do they calculate it? Instead of you calculating, you can check it on your notice of assessment. So we are here now on the website. This is the CRA website. It's a government website. It's deal with taxes and all the benefit that people get in Canada, whatever you qualify for. So the CRA will display your taxes that you claim this year, like all the coronavirus support taxes that you are supposed to receive this year. So the main important part of this page is this part. So when you come to the bottom of this website, you have where to check your 2020 RRSP deduction limit. For me, my deduction limit, since I became qualified to have the contribution to my RRSP, I didn't do it until 2019. So 2019. So mine had accumulated to 11,998. So this is the amount, because every year when you miss it, you get for the current year plus the 18% of your previous income. So that's what how they calculate it. So for me, my RRSP is 11,998 for the 2020 RRSP deduction. For TFSA, for my 2021, I have a room of 55,792.38 So this means if I have this kind of money, I will use that room to invest. So if I put my money in the TFSA and I invest it in an investment, and it have like a capital gain, because the investment is inside the TFSA, the capital gain is not going to be taxed because it is in the tax-free saving account. So this 55,792, maybe I have used part of it, but not all of it, yes, because I have not saved that kind of money. So this is where you check your RRSP contribution room. So if you haven't like done anything about RRSP and you are not planning to do anything about RRSP at this time, at least check how much have you contributed, have you accumulated since you became qualified when you were 18, if you were born in Canada, or the time that you became permanent resident. So mine is that one. So we go down to B, you click on your notice of assessment for the current year. So mine is, yes. So when you come here, you had a summary of for me, I had a refund of 3,366, direct deposit to my account for the tax return, and the other part was to become as installment every other year, every other month. So here we need to determine how RRSP help you save tax. So it's part of this topic too. So let's see here, I had a total of income of 30,843. So the deduction from this total unit is $6,030. $6,030. So, like I told you before, the accumulated limit for 2020 was 11,998. And 2019, I had contributed 6,000. So how did this 6,000 help me save on taxes? So if you subtract this $6,030, the net income that I will remain with will be $24,813. So this is what the government will assume, like I make that here. So now they will see this has the taxable income. So my taxable income would be now here. This is the taxable income. I'm not being taxed on the 30,840. So this is how we save on taxes. So you are being taxed on the lower part of the bracket. So it's 24,813. So my tax, so total federal non-refundable tax credit will be 2,732. This is the amount of tax that they will give it back to me. And then there's a lot of things that they add here. So, and maybe do small of deduction, some payables, some of the things that count for the government. But now after that, they could now see that I will get a credit of 3,366.40 cents. So this is how they got that refund that they sent to my account when I filed my tax, the first deposit. So, but when we go down here, we will now see how do they calculate my current year. The current year RRSP contribution rooms. So today, how much do I have to contribute to my RRSP account if I have that money? So here they will start with 11,998, which was my 2020 deduction limit. Employers, I don't have any permanent employer, so I do not do that participating RRSP for the employment. So that one is really good for people who have permanent jobs. So if you contribute something to your RRSP through your employer will match it up 100%. If you put $50 inside, the employer will put $50 inside. So for me now, I do allowable RRSP contribution deduction for 2020. So for 2020 was 6,000 maybe, and that $1. So, and then they will calculate 18% of my 2020 earning income up to maximum of 27,830. So if you do that, if you calculate that, it will give you 2,311. So this year 2020, my contribution room for RRSP would be $8,308. So this is the amount that I have to contribute to my RRSP. And then next year, they will calculate different things for the 2022. So this is how they do it. So it's just simple. You don't have to calculate it yourself. You can click on your notice of assessment and then check it out by by coming down here to description and the amount. It will show you all the things, like the first, where you were standing in 2020, like the contribution room for 2020, and then 18% of your previous, your earned income in 2020. So we'll give you that amount, and then when they add it up, you get that amount. So I know now I can contribute $8,308 to my RSP without going over it. Yes, yeah, it doesn't matter if you don't contribute to the maximum, but it does matter when you contribute over it, because they will give you penalties and you have to pay tax for that extra amount that you put on top of your contribution limit. For this page, so if you want to call them, you can call them, have question, you can call them at any time. So we have already checked from the CRA website how to see like the current year contribution room, how they calculate it. So you already see that, and then contribution limit. So it depends on whether you had contribute from your previous room or you didn't contribute. So that will boost the current year if you did not contribute. Part of the room that you did not contribute to last year will be lost, and you're given 18% of your earned income that year, the previous year. So if you miss it, that's how we were calculating it. So that is the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Do not forget to subscribe for more videos. Thank you.